All right. Just wanted to make a video, start a video series to show our progress turning this property into a homestead. We started in 2019, so we're like 4 or 5 years in. We're located in Western Washington, Zone 8B, and this property's been in the family since 2007. So I'll just do a little tour for this video, and then I'll probably do weekly updates. And then if there's something I'm working on that I think would be cool to cover, then I'll probably do separate little videos for that. This isn't going to be like a step-by-step how-to kind of thing, because I usually don't do things right. So you'll probably learn by my mistakes. But if you like watching and keeping track of people's projects and get cool ideas, then this can be something that I think would be cool for some people. Anyways, let's get started. This is just a little planter I made right here. Got some perennials, some sunflowers, Japanese maple I planted last year. These are all apple trees. We're probably going to put 5 or 6 more fruit trees in here once we take a couple trees down. These are all semi-dwarf, different types. We don't want anything that gets too high because we're already surrounded by trees, and we don't get sun on our side until around noon. So I've been trying to thin this out to get more morning sun on this side, but it's a long project. This slope had trees coming down to the driveway, so I cleared those out, and I've been just planting things in here. There's a ton of strawberries that I kind of just let go crazy. I'll have to thin that out. And then blueberry bushes in the back. That's a big lavender. Some of these perennial wildflowers just popped up, and I just left them even though some of them are too close. I probably need to move them, but whatever. I'm in the middle of putting in these planting rings so the water doesn't just flow right down the slope. We're probably going to put grapes up here. This area gets a lot of late afternoon sun. It's about, what, 6:42 right now, full sun. This is an ideal spot right here, but I'll have to clear these huckleberry bushes, and it's a lot of work because I still haven't taken the roots out from here. But we're going to continue the blueberry plants down this side and clear these trees out. Just continue putting stuff up there. This spot, I'm gonna put another double planter below the logs, and I kind of put the gravel up just to keep it from eroding down and pushing down the hill. This triple planter was like one of the first planters we did. More blueberry bushes I gotta plant. Asparagus. We should have harvested this, but we only have one bed and we need more beds harvesting at the same time. So we just let it go. It's going to just provide energy to the root system and grow bigger next year. Some squash. Bean plants. This whole area was a hill, so it was raised up kind of like a mound. And I leveled it by hand with a landscaping rake over a summer. Flattened it out, also widened it, so we got tons of beds going here. Peppers, tomatoes, lettuce, pretty much everything. 10, 13, 15. There's 23 beds here right now. We're gonna add 4 more, and I think that'll be it for up here. This is a little pollinator bed we made just to give the bees a little something. There's plenty of stuff around here for them, but it's kind of fun to watch them. This one didn't flower last year, so first time flowering. It attracted a lot of ladybugs. Can't remember what it's called now. This is an English lavender. Gladiolas. all kinds of stuff here, obviously. We got the greenhouse in the corner there. This is a project we're working on, expanding this retaining wall. This is the other side of it. So you can see all these rocks I dug up. Didn't buy any. That's how rocky our ground is. And there's strawberries going crazy here. I'm gonna probably end up planting asparagus along the entire rock wall and move these strawberries somewhere else. But I let them go a little crazy, so we're gonna have a lot of strawberries. Lavender. Nothing is level in our yard, so I'm leveling everything, and that's another separate project. More strawberries. See how I'm leveling it down like a step right there. Spanish lavender. Really pretty. A lot of corn. This area doesn't really have a lot of topsoil, so we added in some soil here and nutrients, and then we're gonna level it out even more and expand it further that way. So this whole thing will be flat and raised up, kind of like how it is right now. So you can see it's like slopes downward, and I'm making a step up. Those are strawberries there. And that'll continue going across until we leave a little road for the tractor to get through right here. It'll look really nice when it's done. This area I'm really proud of. This is like one of the first areas I did, but I crowded it a little too much because I didn't know what I was doing. But I created a crazy trellising system in there and got pretty creative with it. So hopefully there's enough space. Otherwise I'll end up moving a couple things. But I've made planters kind of stepping down. And these are all raspberries and blackberries. This is a thornless black diamond blackberry. It's producing a ton of flowers this year. Super excited. Back here we got a couple black raspberries. These are not supposed to be planted within 75 or 100 feet of red raspberries or blackberries. So I totally blew it on that because they're susceptible to viruses that are carried by raspberries and blackberries. So I don't know how long they'll last here. I might end up moving them. They don't have a lot of space over there either, so I'm either gonna expand it out or move them somewhere else. This is a thornless boysenberry. It's not producing any new canes this year. I think I put the compost down at a bad time because it got really unusually hot, and the black compost radiated heat. I think it killed the roots that were creating new canes down there. So I'm gonna cut it to the ground, see what happens. Hopefully it comes back. This is either it's either a thornless triple crown or a Navajo. Can't remember now. We lost the label. It's a semi-erect, so you barely have to trellis it. It's gonna get really heavy with berries. The flowers are just budding. And I made a couple rows of raspberries here. This is the front row. That's the back row. Still working on it. These get a lot of sun. They got scorched in the spring. So I mulched them now. I added some dirt here because I couldn't dig down very far. It's very rocky. So they're kind of shallow, the roots. I need to protect them a little more. I'm going to keep adding more mulch to cool it down, keep it protected. Come around here. I'm working on adding a giant, basically planter back here. The logs I dragged with the tractor and then just lifted them up end by end. So we're going to add another row of raspberries here. I might have it go further than those 2 logs on the end right here and have it go further down. I just put those there for now. And I gotta add a bunch of dirt in here obviously to keep it, level it up to where these are. There's a black diamond thornless blackberry. Not a black diamond, black satin thornless blackberry. I might have to move that because it gets really crowded back here. And then I have a loganberry. Oh, nectarberry, sorry. That's probably gonna have to be moved also because I just went crazy. You can see I've already watered this and it's just suffering right here. I'm gonna have to probably start shading it. It just gets this late afternoon sun. I'll probably end up shading. This gets a nice shade, but those get scorched. This is a Marionberry, red raspberry, blackberry cross. Very good berries. Also in a bad spot. And then I'll probably end up adding another planter back here eventually. Maybe next season. And then all the trees I've been cutting down, I've been taking the branches and kind of creating this barrier that goes along the whole property. I'll probably use most of the branches for wood chipping, but it keeps the deer out. Probably gonna do some more fruit trees down in this area. Gets nice afternoon shade and morning sun. Probably some cherries and stuff. It's a mess. I need to pick up. We're gonna do chickens in this area. I'll probably be working on that in the summer. I gotta clear this out and then level it better. But it's a nice big spot. And I cut a bunch of trees through here. There's a creek that runs through these woods right here, so it's protected. I can't go much further than this. But I'll probably create steps down right here. Put more fruit trees. So as you can see, a lot of stuff going on. Pretty much endless projects. But I'll continue to update this and post new videos so friends and family in particular can keep track of what we're doing. Because it's really hard to tell the scope of all of it with pictures. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching.